Guys, and welcome back to my channel. And I'm Zia. If you're new, I'm a food tuber, and this video is just a little update video on what I've been doing since 2021. I think I posted probably one video since the year has started, but I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. If you are on my Instagram, then you would have seen my post on May 13th. If you're not, follow me. I'll drop my handle here and probably post a picture somewhere here too of what I posted on Instagram. And then one day last week I did do a ask me a question with the picture, and some persons did reach out to me and ask some questions. So if you want to see or hear more, then keep watching. So the first question is why I took a break from YouTube, and really and truly the reason why I started YouTube is the same reason why I took a break. So last year 2020 I had a baby, but the baby only lived for 10 days, meaning I had the baby at the hospital. We stayed there I think 1-2 days, and then we came home. I had the baby last year Valentine's Day, and we came home the following day, and then I became ill. I will get into the details of what happened to me, and I went back to the hospital. But in Jamaica, if you are breastfeeding your baby, then if you're going back to the hospital, automatically you have to bring the baby back with you. So I did, and then a few days after having the baby in the hospital, the baby became ill. He became ill. The baby was a boy, and he was admitted to the NICU, and well, just say he didn't make it. As I said, I can't get into any details. If you read my Instagram post, you would have seen where I said I can't give any answers to persons who have asked me what happened, because I really myself don't know what happened. So he was born on February 14th and he passed February 24th. So he lived for 10 days. So the reason why, that's the reason why I started YouTube, because another question says, how do I cope mentally? And I think cooking is something that I love to do. And while I was going through what I was going through, basically nobody knew, because I have people asking me up until probably May, how is the baby, how are you guys doing and stuff. Some people I would give them the answer to what happened, and others I would just say, oh, we're fine. But sometimes it's best not to get into too much, because you give one response, then you ended up giving a whole lot of answers that I really wasn't ready for. So I just gave my answers according to who were the persons who asked the questions. So as I was going through losing my son, I thought the best thing I could have done to mentally cope with what I was going through was to cook. And then I was like, alright, why not share what you were doing with others? So this is why I started my YouTube channel, Cooking with Z. So the reason why I know I was on a break is because I had another baby. And yes. So if you were on my Instagram, you would see where I posted that imagine being pregnant for 2 birthdays in a row, and yeah, I was pregnant for 2 birthdays in a row. So the babies are born in the same month, and one of the questions was, when will you be having the baby? I already had the baby. So I am now a new mom all over again to a beautiful baby girl. And yes, the baby were born in the same month. I already answered how I cope mentally. How do I cope physically? I cook, I talk to my friends, I watch TV, and these questions I think are has to do with how I dealt with losing my first baby. So I talked to my friends. Like, it wasn't easy, honestly, and I think what made it hard is the fact that I was also admitted to the hospital myself. So it's like I didn't get to spend enough time with him as it pertains to that. I could see him, but like to touch him and stuff like that, I wasn't able to do because when I was ill, and two, he was ill also. But I think the hardest part of it was just people's opinion, or people telling you how to feel, how you should act. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with our generation of people. And we have a tendency, when something happens to somebody else, we want to put our own opinion on them. Like, you always know somebody who's been through it, you know you've been through it yourself, and this is how you dealt with it. But nobody knows how you feel, and nobody can tell you how to feel. Would have seen me, and they that would have known, and they would have acted as though, okay, all is well. But my thing is, I'm not going to be walking around crying every day. And I think for months I did not sleep, and I cried myself to sleep for months. I think I remember last year Mother's Day, my sister gave me my room and she started crying. I said, why do we have to have Mother's Day and stuff? And I was like, well, it is what it is. And then one of my friends, she sent me a text message, and I started crying, and she was like basically saying that, I know you would have been a wonderful mom, and so sorry whatever had happened to you and stuff like that. And then somebody else sent me, they made a card or something. I printed the thing and framed it, and they sent that to me. And I tell you, that day I cried and I cried and I cried, and my mom was so shocked because since losing my son, I hadn't broken down like that in front of her. So she was like super shocked, and she was just looking at me like, okay, what should I do? And I think like after I cried on Mother's Day that day, it felt like a whole load of things just lifted off my shoulder. But it wasn't hard. And I think whether you've lost your child through a miscarriage, or you've had the baby and you lost the baby, if the child was grown and you lost the baby, everybody's feeling is different, and I cannot tell you how you would feel if you went through it. Alright, so the next question is, what was your biggest fear of getting pregnant again? I wouldn't say I had a fear, because the thing is, I knew what I went through, and my doctor knew what I went through. So it wasn't like I was okay planning on getting pregnant as soon as I did, but nor was I not. Basically, I was just living. So I knew when I found that I was pregnant the second time around. I had the same doctor. As I said, she knew what we were dealing with, and she knew how to deal with what the situation that I had. So I was only trying to be careful with the secret. So I was trying to keep my secret a secret, because people's opinion make or break you. And we will say that, okay, your opinion doesn't matter, but trust and believe, some persons will say things that will scar you or will hurt you, and you sometimes have to just brush it off like it's nothing. So I was just only concerned about not having a lot of persons knowing what that I was pregnant again, because of course people always want to have their opinion on what you should do and when you should do it. How is it being pregnant in this pandemic? To be honest, I was already home before, so I wasn't really going anywhere, because remember I just had a baby before. So I was just only concerned about getting ill and making the baby sick, because it's a new virus. Nobody knows how it affects pregnant persons nor if it affects babies. So my biggest concern or biggest worry was about getting ill. I haven't gotten sick, thank you Jesus. And I had to do a COVID test though when I had to go have the baby. And I've seen a lot of videos of people saying, oh, it's so horrible. Felt like a breeze to me. Just felt like you're smelling black pepper, or somebody passed a feather over your nose. It's just a little tingle to me. It wasn't really a big deal. Of course, it was negative. Somebody asked, what is the baby's name? Well, moving right along. It's not the easy road. Trust and believe. And I think the hardest part of dealing with these type of things is just trying to be a better you, or be as strong as you can be. Because I've heard persons say, oh, I don't know how I would feel if I had gone through that. They say God gave their strongest soldier the hardest battles. Well, Father God, but life happens, I guess, and you have to like work on you. I've prayed night and day. I've prayed when my child was ill. I prayed when I was ill. I prayed asking God why, what happened. Just tell me what happened, because the doctors couldn't. Still haven't gotten the answer. And then when I found out I was pregnant again, I prayed. I remember someone asking me if I would be going to the same hospital to have the baby, and I didn't give an answer, because my thing is, I don't owe nobody any explanation. But when I thought about it, I was like, I'm putting everything in God's hand. So no matter what, I'm going to be praying to God to keep us safe, to keep us good. And here we are. Big up God. How is it being a mom so far? Or how is motherhood? How has motherhood been? So motherhood has been good. Like, my child is so chill. Like, this baby is chill. Like, I've had my friends asking, the baby don't cry? No. Only when the baby wants to eat. So, other than that, this baby is chill like Alaska. Oh, I got this cup for my birthday this year. So yeah, the next question is, how is the little one doing? The baby is good, as I just said. Very chill, very calm, just sweet, chubby, cute, and adorable. Like the whole package, all in one, just rub up like that. So what's my plan for my YouTube channel? I'm just going to be making more videos. I am going to try to upload every week. baby's still young because I've had the baby 3 months ago, almost 4. So the baby is still young, so I still have to be a mom. So I'm going to be trying to upload weekly. I'll still be doing my cooking videos, some lifestyle videos, some road trips whenever the time allows for that, and probably some tips and tricks of being a mom or meal prep some new moms, and for those who want to lose all the baby weight. Girl ain't got no baby weight over here, or do I? Anyways, so I'm just gonna be trying to be as consistent as possible, frequent uploads and stuff like that. And the last question was, how often will you be getting uploads? Just enter that. I'm gonna try to let you guys get a video at least once weekly, and yeah. So if you guys have any suggestion of any videos that you'd like me to do, feel free to comment below. I've missed you guys. I know you guys have missed me too. So I'm going to be working on my YouTube channel. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in another video.